What song were we singing? Zippity Doodah?
Zippity Doodah.
No, what?
We were singing Zippity Doodah.
What's the holiday song? Fuck, why can't I
It's
like
the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
We should be doing a dad podcast.
You guys should.
Honestly.
You should.
Let's focus on this podcast.
Yeah, I want to watch this before we intro.
Great.
All right, boys. You know, I've been watching you guys hang out with your dads, and I got to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous. You know, my dad passed away 9 years ago, and what an opportunity for you guys. You know, and whether your dad's in heaven, right, Linus, or whether he's here with us, or Louts, whether he's watching at home on your sofa, they gave us the names we wear on the back, and they're proud.
Oh, shit.
As they should be, right? Now, we're all proud to wear that B in front of us. What my dad expected was second and third effort every fucking night. Let's have second and third effort tonight, see where we are at the end of the 60s. All right? Starters, Forby, you and Chatty. We got Zach as line. Linus, you're in nets.
Yeah, there'd be a slow couple games for me.
What do you mean?
Parents' week. Parents' week.
Dad's trip, yeah.
Oh,
But I always, it's like NHL coaches going in giving a speech. I feel like it could be corny 90% of the time.
That was a good one.
This is amazing. Great speech.
You just really killed the moment for me. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
he's a little,
welling up
a little
over
leaky
here.
over there.
Jesus Christ. And that's your defense mechanism for not having both parents. I understand.
What is?
That was incredible.
No, because
To
we're
downplay.
Oh,
that
no,
was
I'm
one
not,
of the
I'm
greatest
not,
things
I'm
I've
not
ever
downplaying
seen.
it. I've had the thought before when I see like dad trips. I've had the thought like,
Right.
what do they do? I mean, like, what can they do?
right. That's got to be a tough trip.
Well, that's why he walked over and he gave the two guys without dads fist pumps, Kev. You saw what happened there?
I saw it. Yeah, no, I'd always, I figured that's kind of what it was. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're not playing for your dad.
Right.
So the only guy with his dad alive is the guy crying. And the two guys with dead dads are numb. I
Yeah,
get it.
Pretty much.
I'm not numb.
That-
I'm full of emotion.
All right, we'll start us off.
Quick shift.
Let's get a mic check here. 1 2 1 2.
Quick shift.
Quickshift Pod.
Where'd you get this footage?
They posted it. So we haven't really had a full episode back since you guys went down to San Diego and did the Sandbagger. And this is kind of the first footage that has been released.
This has been released?
Yeah, this is on Spittin
Well,
Chiclets'
they were
page.
doing their-
They're doing
their
just a
merch.
little. So I just wanted let's unpack the Sandbagger here.
It was awesome.
Oh.
It was awesome. I've never been on the record that long in my life.
So start from the
We're
beginning.
wired. We're wired.
Yeah.
We're wired for sound.
You guys
Cameras.
wake up early. What was it? Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, we met here at 6:45. We drove out to San Diego. Very far trip. There's a lot of traffic. Was the 10 closed? I think the 10.
Yeah, the 10,
I think it was
the
during
10
the
is
time.
closed. There
No,
was a
yeah.
fire. It's structural damage. The biggest highway in the Los Angeles area.
Sean stopped and
Tell about the McDonald's
Tom
stop.
insisted on stopping for McDonald's and tried to pull one over. And he's like, "We're not going to use the drive-through. I'm going to go in, be way quicker."
Yeah.
But he didn't want to go through the McDonald's drive-through. 'cause he
Kev
wanted
told
to
me
stop.
they add additional resources at the drive-through.
Wait, so
the
you think-
drive-through is
you
always
think, you think
faster.
parking, going inside, ordering, and then coming back to the car is faster than the drive-through?
And we smoked 2 cigarettes.
And the resource. Well, listen. That at the end of the day, Sean wanted an egg McMuffin and he wanted the smoke.
Right. You wanted the smoke break more than
Smoke break, egg
Okay.
McMuffin, break
That
up
makes
the
sense.
Why did
trip.
he get out of the
It's about
car?
half.
Yeah, right.
One day I'd stretch the legs a little bit.
I had listened to so much REO Speedwagon.
We had an eventful trip down. Yeah.
Okay.
But it starts very quick. Like when you're like getting out of the car, they were like there with the.
They're on.
Also,
you.
Kev
Yeah.
introduced me to Dayquil, which I had never taken before.
Would that perk you up a little bit?
I
Were
had,
you sick?
I had the sniffles.
Dude,
Well,
you
I
did
almost
not
died
have
on the way
sniffles.
home.
You almost died on the way there. bro.
Listen, we're not going to ruin the golf.
Uh-huh.
The day was electric. It'll
Okay.
be the greatest Sandbagger ever recorded. Kevin was
I don't know about that. It's a pretty bold statement.
easily.
There's some
From
big
a what?
guys.
From a content standpoint.
Right.
Yes, and golf. I mean, just personalities meshing. 4 men on the golf course.
You're not worried about that cut at all. That edit.
No. But the ride home is where the camera should have been.
Why is that?
I mean, he just broke down. The guy.
I
What,
couldn't
emotionally
take
or
Kev.
physically?
Both.
Weird.
Oh,
Both.
okay.
Super. I mean, I've been around the block. I haven't seen anything like that ever.
It was a hard day.
Were you playing to like you wanted him to capture the on camera, or
I
were you
wanted to
actually
win for
sick?
Kev. I wanted to do everything I possibly could, and it was mental warfare. On the third hole, I looked at him and asked him how many holes we had left.
I was like keeping this
That's
guy
pretty
engaged for
quick in.
15 more holes. We weren't even done with 3. We were pulling up to the putting green on 3.
Right.
Yeah.
And we obviously don't want to give anything away on the actual video. Do we know when that's going to drop?
Hopefully
idea.
soon. It's
Hopefully soon.
electric. They should definitely drop it before
Yeah.
Christmas.
Overall, good experience.
Oh, it was awesome.
yeah.
Great day.
It was awesome. And by the way, those guys are buttoned up.
How was the course you guys played at? Good.
Great.
Yeah. Long, wide.
It's the perfect. It was a perfect course. Sean's good. Sean was good at golf. You know.
Yeah.
We talked about it, right? We figured he played a bunch of golf at some point in his life, right? He had to have
Yeah,
played
yeah.
a bunch of golf at some point in his life. Teed off, so he wasn't sure where his game was going to land.
Because that's
So
what
he's
you were
playing
most
it
worried
safe.
about. You were most worried about his golf game. You knew he would play to the cameras and be fine in that aspect.
I just wanted to know that he knew how to play. And
Right.
of course, you know, once he got up in the range, you can see
he did pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he didn't. He's not always terribly focused. on
I guess that could be true.
on the task at hand.
Right.
Like he was having such a blast with the content.
Yeah.
I'm going, come on,
Focus on the game.
got to drop this putt.
Right.
It's
Got to
so
hit this shot.
crazy.
You're in the sand.
Uh-huh.
Because Nash has such good focus, and like I can't focus as an adult.
Because you understand it for what it is. It's a fun time out on the course with the guys, so you know that it's not.
Right. The stakes, yeah. But you know, I don't want to ever do it again.
The Sandbagger.
Golf,
Really? Why is that?
You're done for a while.
unless I'm playing with Nash.
You just
I'm-
don't like the game that much. Boring.
Yeah.
Right.
What a
What-
terrible
what?
game.
You want to roll.
Why?
It's so frustrating. None of us are good at it.
No, Whit's
Like-
good.
Witt's good. Yeah.
Witt's good.
He's a scratch golfer, right?
I mean, he's
Whit
got
hits
it.
a great ball.
Yeah.
He
He
puts a
doesn't,
great
he doesn't
putt.
really miss like the shot. Like the shot is
Right.
every shot looks like it's
Yeah.
at least intending to go
Yeah.
where he's
Did
trying
you
has
to
a
guys,
hit it.
spray
did you guys get
fairways.
banged up like drinking, or was it kind of subdued?
No, I ate some energy chews that fucking.
The only place I got really hung up was that I don't think Biz was drinking, and you got to
Oh, they
do the
give
Whitney
you the
birdies.
Yeah.
I
What's
felt like
that?
They make you do a shot.
a
after
shot
the
of
birdie.
Pink
Oh,
Whitneys.
Pink Whitney.
Yeah, like after somebody hits a
Right.
birdie, I was trying to be a
Because
team,
they're just plugging shit all the way.
a team
all the way
guy,
through,
so I
right?
figured I did a couple of shots that I don't know helped my game, but
Yeah.
but we had a great time. It was awesome.
Cool. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Over to the NHL. Corey Perry has stepped away from the Chicago Blackhawks to attend to personal matters. Sean, if you want to.
No, Kevin, take it away.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you
well,
can't-
Sean thinks he's got it all figured out. I'm saying I don't know.
Sean came in like he's got the full theory
I
on
know.
lock.
Oh, okay. I would love to hear you guys what you think.
I think that I would know nothing. Clearly, there was a
Yeah. All right. Well,
What?
I'll break
incident?
I'll break the ice. Sean came in saying that he thinks that Corey
Hey.
Perry banged Connor Bedard's.
Well, that's
mom.
what people have been saying, right?
Whoa.
On
I
the
didn't
TikTok.
exactly, and I wasn't the origin story of this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't
No, I
break
didn't.
that story.
No.
I don't know
You were
what-
you were to me.
Well, you just had been out of the
You
loop.
didn't see
for a
that on
few
the Tiki?
days.
Sean broke that news to me. I had not seen it on the.
It's
ticket.
all over the algorithm.
It's the algo is pumping it, and I just where is he?
Right, and it's always weird when it just says personal matters.
Well, where is he? What do you mean? You saying that he owes the people an explanation?
All I'm saying is you'll remember a callback to a previous episode where we showed Connor Bedard scoring his first NHL goal, and there was a discussion that we had amongst us men that there looked like there was some tension between mom and dad.
He's got the tinfoil hat on for sure.
Yeah,
you remember the clip?
No, I do.
I remember the clip.
And I remember what our response was. It was like they've seen it a million times, regardless of his first NHL goal. Obviously, there
That's
should
a
be a little
complete
bit of emotion.
That's a contradiction.
First of
I'm
many.
just explaining.
It's just looking like you've been there.
Right.
right.
I'm also.
Look like you've been there.
I'm a little worried about you like now being full dick in on TikTok.
Oh no!
Because there's so much psyop on
I-
TikTok, and you're the biggest psyop guy.
brother, I stay out of the fire.
You do. So
I
what do you
drop
just- are you
in, I
just-
look.
Are you
I
just
s-
watching your own content?
I see what's happening. I see the terrible things being said, and I get out.
It's a cesspool. What do we got here?
It's a reoccurring theme. I just love when there's good,
Well, that's
good
stash
salt,
on Aho. is the
good
cool
salt,
thing.
good salts.
Right?
Guys hitting the salts.
Kev, wouldn't you talk more about the stash? Yeah.
Yeah.
Things did get chippy in Ottawa.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, and it's still Barkov undefeated. So we got the Kachuk brothers here. Little battle, Ottawa Panthers. Things get pretty heated here.
He got his forehead really scratched up. But this is what
That's
the
coming.
best part is. You see Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett, that's third man in. Like, he's probably going to get a suspension, but Sam Bennett's a fucking dog, and these guys in Florida are the real deal. And look at Big Walt.
Walt is like,
I mean, how many times has he seen them fight, right?
A million.
The brothers?
Yeah. So I'm fighting over
What would
Legos.
it take to phase him at this point, fight-wise?
they've just been doing it for so long.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, right.
He
And
didn't
it's
even
like,
move.
look.
He's a little-
Expressionless.
Yeah, he's leaking there.
I mean, these two are chirping each
Anybody
other.
read lips? What's he saying?
I don't know.
You're a shit, pussy. I'll bounce your head
Scotty,
off the
didn't you
dresser.
say? And he's the tougher of the two, right?
Yeah, Matthew was like, anytime Brady and I fight, Brady would get the best of me. I'm
Watch
terrified.
Sam Bennett come in.
Yeah, he comes in again here.
So great. Boom. Sam Bennett does
Yeah,
not
I
fuck
mean,
around.
But like, are you laughing at the same time when you go into a scrum and it's your brother or your teammates and you have you were at Brady's wedding earlier this summer? Like, I get animosity, but at the same time,
No, you will fuck your best friend up.
Yeah.
You will go toe to toe with your brother.
Right.
I mean, think about the fights these guys probably had, the dressers, the shit that broke in the house, right? Don't you think these
Over
two
the
at a
years.
certain point
Oh,
over
yeah.
the years,
Yeah,
they went toe to toe?
a million times.
Yeah. Like, he's dead serious. I'll fuck
He's
you
like,
up.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
No.
You
We
know.
You know.
You
I
know.
We all know.
There's a lot of you know in there.
Dad
right?
knows.
Dad
Mom
knows.
You
Hey,
know.
do you guys remember too in the
Mom.
in the playoffs? Matthew broke his sternum and like Brady was helping him put his gear on before games, and now here we are.
Ottawa penalty
You
number
know.
7 has 2 minutes for goaltender interference, 2 minutes for roughing. Florida, number 12, has 2 minutes for roughing, and then every player on the ice has a 10-minute misconduct. Florida wants to call it a power
So that's
play.
the aftermath of the scrum. The ref comes in and everyone on the ice gets 10-minute majors.
Great cleanup. This is
Yeah. So
holy shit. They're all so happy today. How happy are they?
my guy.
He looks good in the uniform too, doesn't
Yeah,
He
that was
does.
a rendition.
So it's all about the Kane back to
Thanks.
DeBrincat connection here.
he? Yeah, that DeBrincat thing worked out.
It did, but I'm not buying it because he goes to the Rangers to do the connection with Panarin, and it was a little underwhelming.
That didn't work
well,
out.
maybe,
Maybe
Well, maybe Patty doesn't
just
have that
keep it
much
on the move.
gas left in the tank.
I believe it was a 1 year deal,
look at
That was a sick goal.
2-2.
Yeah.
It's a good time of the year to start playing too.
Right. Take training camp off.
Well, you guys remember his hype video, right?
Christmas, right? Like, I'm coming into MSG.
Yeah, I'll-
Rockettes.
I'll be there January 2nd, January 2.
Give me a month. Yeah, right.
Want to settle in?
Yeah. Get my place.
You want me coming? I should be fresh.
Yeah.
coming into the playoffs.
Are you starting to want to jump back on the Red Wings bandwagon?
Dude, they're so good.
They're pretty good.
They're
You know,
too
Sean,
good too early.
he could be.
They're too good too early. A cornerstone, like a fixture to maybe go on a run.
I don't know.
I hope they don't but it doesn't matter because that's Stevie. He's so good. You hire guys. Who do you want to hire to run a team? I honestly, you want Stevie? I want that guy. I want Edmonds. I want the coach of the Boston Bruins.
What?
Who's the guy that did the speech about dead dads? Who does he coach?
Jim
Montgomery.
Yeah,
He coaches Boston.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
does.
want him as my coach in Detroit.
You know what? We're going to see. We could anticipate a lot of Boston heavy packages with Scotty.
Let's
That's not
keep
true.
this
That's
going.
not true. I'm
Benson kid's sick. I hate his.
goal.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of a warrior
Oh, yeah.
package
Ooh.
here.
Fuck.
A lot of stuff went down this week. where
Tanev.
it's-
Did you see Tanev get hit?
Yeah, it's just it's why it's the best sport out there.
Look at this kid pick up his fucking teeth. Seriously.
Do you remember the first time you lost teeth playing?
Yep. I was on a bus and I had to stick my tongue through my lip.
What'd you lose?
I lost these two right here, and I had basically a hole in my mouth that if I shaved, you know the scar. What a dog.
Was it
Terrible.
high stick?
Terrible. High stick. No, it was a puck from the blue line. And I turned around, and I can still remember it to this day, the vivid feeling of getting knocked out for the first time. Because I went like this, and I turned around, and all of a sudden, I felt getting hit, and I was on the ice, and my teeth were out of my mouth, and I was covered in blood. And I just remember it because it was the first time. It was like the first time you maybe.
Dumb question. Was it painful, or was it like just whop?
It was like a whop.
Of
Like,
course
what the
it's
fuck
painful,
just
but
happened?
the initial thing is like, oh my god, I just
Yeah,
got
your head hurts later,
Right.
but it's a marker. Like the first time you touched a boob. I don't know. For us, it is, I guess. Oh, I mean, watch this guy.
Yeah,
This guy is a savage.
just like the first, just like the
Oh
first
my
time he touched a boob.
I'm
I'm sure he had a better time.
Look at
with
this.
a boob.
Look at this.
Pleasurable to touch a boob.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Right in the kisser. Right in the kisser.
This might be. This might
Oh, it
be.
looked like it could. Ooh, that could have been worse. Looked like I caught him in the.
No, that was a bad angle. It hit him in the face and went right.
This might be a dumb question. What's the best part of the face to get hit in? You know, is it the orbital?
I'd say the forehead. Like if you were going to
Forehead?
headbutt somebody, you use your forehead, right?
Right, I guess. Yeah.
Straight on the forehead.
I'll say you stumped me on that one, and
Right.
you know the
I just
orbital
feel
sounds. The orbital sounds. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's the teeth seems like the worst to me. Just
Oh,
getting
dude, the
fucking-
orbital. You break that, you got to sleep.
Right,
You gotta
right.
sleep with your face down.
So
Attached retina.
this was it's actually a little bit of a ref package here. This is a good play by the ref.
Gilbert tried to go with an uppercut right. McCarron's got the reach on him. McCarron backing up, trying to get some leverage. Gilbert's helmet is off. Uppercut by McCarron, then an overhand
Good
right.
tilt. I mean, at a certain point.
Gilbert coming back with a right. And they're going to step in on it. Oh, they're
Is that Gilbert or Gilbert?
It looked like it was over, but it's not. Now the crowd roared.
Probably in Calgary.
It's a long scrap too.
Nate, you got a good view of this.
Talk about being gassed.
Guys going toe to toe.
Oh my God. Unfucking
See it at the end,
Scott.
Look at that scoop.
Unbelievable. This should be on every single social media clip in the eternity.
Yeah.
That was a.
But like too often you see the refs break up the fight too early. Ref lets it go. Aware enough.
Brother, that guy might have just changed my
Pillows
whole
him.
outlook on life, but
Wow.
certainly referees.
Right.
That was incredible.
I mean that's what they're there to do.
Thank you for
Protect.
today.
You're welcome. Crosby. Crosby is off to
I don't care, Scott.
I
fastest,
do.
fastest
All
start.
right,
Kev's a
fine.
Crosby guy.
Yeah, I know. Great.
I mean,
Kev's a Crosby guy.
Ah,
that
we
was
saw
a knee
that
down.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knee down.
Why
Great.
don't you care about Sid?
Kev's
Isn't
got
it
his
a great
jersey
story?
hanging up. It's great.
That's
It's
not
fine.
why.
What?
You know.
Well, I mean, you don't think that Sidney Crosby, like the best player in the last 20 years,
That's what I was gonna
is
say.
off
We're-
to his hottest start in 19 years?
Watch
That's
this
not a
knee down.
juicy
Yeah,
enough
you're
story.
right. That's
Right, that's
incredible.
pretty-
That's incredible.
I mean,
19
come on,
years. Is that true? Look at this knee
Yes.
down.
Let me ask you this: if you had to be any player
Ah.
in the NHL over the last 20 years, who would you want to be? Sidney Crosby.
Well, I think the debate is either Crosby or Ovechkin.
Crosby.
In the last 20 years? No.
Or however, 15 years since
Yeah.
they came into the league.
And so Ovechkin said this the other day. We saved the league. Now they come in, and I guess we're old news, but we saved it. Sean, you're kind of like, you're the old news guy, clearly.
Oh, he's just stating the obvious. Look at that head of hair.
I mean, they did. They did save the game
Look
a
at
little
that
bit.
head of hair.
It was great. It was a great shot in the arm for the game when they came around.
Just think about it. Hockey is one of the harder sports to market, and then these two guys come along.
Look at those tuxedos.
and the other thing too, when you watch like the early clips of Sid, he wasn't playing grab ass,
he played hard.
but he was gritty and feisty interviews after the game.
Right.
He's very emotional. He wasn't making friends, trying to make friends out there.
Brother, I think he's probably, in my opinion, the best player all time.
But he was also like the perfect role model, and you kind of see Bedard now. I feel like he tries to mimic Crosby in terms of his media and his.
Have you seen that clip where Crosby's going like, "I don't like anyone on that team at all."
Yeah.
That's just a guy that's in a bad mood after a playoff loss.
Right.
Doesn't want to talk about relationships.
We have talked about Bedard's media stuff a lot. If he gets asked the question about Perry,
Oh, stop.
what do you do?
Stop this.
You just say next question.
Stop this.
What?
I guess it depends.
Good
I
question.
guess it depends what the answer to that question is.
I would say good question.
And then silence.
I would
Yeah.
say your guess is as good as mine. But I have my suspicions.
I mean, that's
I think it's the other thing that you talked about, Sean.
Or you go into the Trump voice and
What
say,
was the,
we killed him like a dead dog.
Abu Bakr Baghdadi is dead.
He's dead.
what was the other reason?
Sean had some other.
Don't bring me
inside
into
source.
this.
Yeah, you had an inside source. I mean, yeah, I guess you shouldn't say it, especially since you probably made it up.
Yeah, that's most likely what it was.
Seeing as how you made it up, I would say for the better of the pod, you don't mention it. Just leave that one alone.
I'll edit it out. What was it?
No, this is good.
I don't know. Ask him.
No, this is good.
He's writing narratives.
Yowzer.
You were a little tight-lipped today.
He's on the
I'm having
phone
so
making
much fun right
on the
now.
phone
Keep
making
this going.
secret calls.
Keep this, guys. Keep this
hanging
moving.
out in different rooms at the studio. Go ahead, keep.
No, this is it. That was it.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
it.
Yeah, what
Fun.
is going on? Speaking in hushed tones,
Yeah.
Fun.
and then being like, "Hey, who was that?" Like, don't worry about it, kind of vibe.
Right. Well, I think it's like he can't do his Nelk monologues here. He's not used to the conversational aspect of podcasting.
Would it
right
be
now.
better if we brought a Happy Dad cannon? Here to sit at
Do
your
we need
desk
to bring in the
You juice
inflatable?
more out of me?
bring in the inflatable, Happy Dad.
Should we pose the question to the audience about potential dad podcast?
No, don't even ask him. They
No?
don't want to hear it.
They don't want to.
You don't think?
Oh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
I think me and Kevin should do a dad podcast.
How did you?
Yeah, we can
Like,
do dad
honestly.
content.
Yeah.
We can do content.
I mean, who else is talking about this shit?
a lot of people.
There's a lot. Of
Anyone
dad
good?
podcasts.
Tough market.
I'm not a dad, so that's not really
Tell me
my
a dad
market.
podcast. that's
Sebastian
good.
Maniscalco has a good one.
There's a bar.
Talks about being a dad.
There's a Barstool one.
No, he made a movie about dads.
He does some podcasts about being a dad as well.
You never heard it though.
I've seen clips.
Have you guys watched Old Dads? Bill Burr's new movie on Netflix.
I've seen it. The previews look good, funny.
I only saw the preview.
I like Bill Burr.
Me too. Great comedian.
Fucking hilarious.
Are we old dads?
No, not young dads.
Middle of the road dads.
Well, we're 50,
Yeah.
and we have a three-year-olds.
Yeah, you're erring on the side of.
Last thing, do we want to touch on like how many episodes we're trying to do a week or no?
Yeah,
just
like
take
you
it a
do it
day at a
every
time.
single time.
Just take it a day at a
Talk
time.
about it.
I want
How many we
to
doing?
do 3 a week if we can get you guys in
Let's
here.
just
and
start.
Fit us in between your Nelk schedule.
Let's start with who? Milk shot.
Quickshift.